Hey everyone, it's Dean Mannix, and obviously we're all facing some very challenging times right now. So I thought I'd share a few thoughts around how to develop a more optimistic outlook and experience of exactly what's going on, because the simple fact is, and we're not trying to dress this up, it's going to be a really hard time for pretty much everybody out there. But the simple fact is that our experience of it and how much of an impact it has on us, both physically, mentally, emotionally, is going to be determined by what goes on inside our heads. And we can take control of that aspect of everything that's happening. Now, Martin Seligman, or Dr. Martin Seligman, is the preeminent expert in relation to resilience globally. And he identified three key things that the people who are more resilient do to develop that optimistic frame of mind versus those who suffer helplessness in these times and pretty much just give up on everything. None of us can afford to do that. None of us can afford to do that for ourselves, for our families, for those that count on us, and especially if you're in sales, none of us can afford to do that for our clients and our customers because they are depending on us at the moment. So three things. The first one is permanence. So we are dramatically impacted by how permanent we make a bad event. So if you're reading those memes, or you're actually saying, basically, 2020 is over and things are stuffed forever and I'm never going to get back on top financially, then you are getting sucked into that paradigm of permanence around a bad event. Don't do that. The simple fact is, history has shown that we hit these speed bumps, and this one feels like a pretty big pothole to me, all the way through history. But mankind, humankind more importantly in these days, finds a way to progress, finds a way to get out of it, finds a way to move forward. The simple fact is, we will move forward, and there is sunshine on the other side of all these dark clouds. So don't get sucked into making it permanent. It's not ruining your life for the rest of your life. That's simply not true. Don't get sucked into that at the moment. The second thing is pervasiveness. Now, pervasiveness is how much one thing impacts everything. Just because it's going to suck this year financially, and look, the simple fact is it's going to suck for nearly everybody this year financially, doesn't mean your whole life is screwed up. The simple fact is, this could be the year that you take your relationship with either your partner or your children to a whole new level because you really commit to spending the extra time with them and making the most of it. This could be the year that you finally act on that desire to play an instrument or read the 100 classics or learn a new language. This could be the year where you actually empty out your inbox. There are so many other things that we could actually achieve in these dark times if we just take our eyes off the fact that financially it's super tough and compartmentalize that over here and realize that there are many other aspects to our life that could be fantastic if we'll just let them be. So make sure that you're basically not letting this event stuff with your whole life, because I realize it's impacting everything, but there are places you can have the win, and it's so important you do that. The third thing is personalization. So Seligman found that the top performers don't tend to blame themselves in situations like this. They're not saying, oh, why didn't I realize that this was going to happen? Why didn't I sell all my stocks? Or why did I invest in that investment property, 3 months ago? Or why did I spend the money on that plasma TV? They don't beat themselves up over things that they've done prior to this all happening, because the simple fact is, none of us could have seen this coming. If we could have, we'd all be billionaires, because trust me, the market has proven that very few people saw this happening. So don't beat yourself up. Don't blame yourself for this event. However, he also found that basically top performers tend to take responsibility for the way they respond to these events. So whilst you're not responsible for the coronavirus outbreak, the impact it's having on our health, the impact it's having on families, the impact it's having on our freedom as human beings, the impact it's going to have on us financially, and is probably already having on many people, whilst you're not responsible for that, you are responsible for the way that you respond to this. Now remember, only the strong can help the weak, and all of us need to commit to being stronger in these dark times so that we can shine light on those that need our help. So make sure that you are making this temporary in your mind. Make sure that you are compartmentalizing as one bad thing that you have to deal with, but many other things that you could be doing, and make sure you're not beating yourself up over it. I'm Dean Mannix, wishing you the better sales life.